Hello, everyone, and good whatever time of day it is for you. We are going to be looking over Typhoon Wayne, also known to the Philippines Weather Service Pagasa as Meeting. Wayne happened in 1986 and is the only typhoon of 1986 that I'll probably talk about, as I constantly try and check over hurricane, cyclone, and typhoon seasons just to make sure I'm not missing any. And the 1986 one has not caught my attention aside from Wayne. So, well, here we are. So, as we can tell from the Wikipedia track that it gives us, which is granted very nice, it is also very, very hard to read. Thankfully, though, the one source that I could actually find on Wayne was from the JTWC, which splits its track into four parts. So we're going to be looking at that, of course, chronologically. Wayne originally started off in the upper right-hand corner here, so moving it to the, what is that, the southwest, before making a pretty big loop, and then by around, I would say, the 20th of August or so, or the 20th of August, is moving to the northeast instead. But before that, of course, it became a tropical depression on the 16th of August. Typhoon Wayne loops back around on the 19th, becoming a typhoon on the 19th, to be specific. Wayne would increase a little bit, that's this darker yellow dot here, just before reaching Taiwan, however, then degraded back down due to land friction, and struck Taiwan on the 22nd of August at 85 miles per hour. Taiwan is a very mountainous island, so this degraded Wayne back into a tropical storm status instead. So now, due to interactions with another storm in the area, Vera, Wayne made a very, very sharp loop and reversed track, so now moving back to the southwest, before doubling back yet again, this time now heading in the direction that it was heading with Taiwan, just further south. Wayne then meanders its way in between Taiwan and Luzon, not hitting anything, but causing a copious amounts of rain, just a little bit, you know. However, during this time, Wayne peaked on the 4th of September, that being at 103 miles per hour at a minimum pressure of 955 millibars. Wayne would see its second landfall on the 5th of September, striking Hainan, China at 75 miles per hour, and striking Vietnam on the 6th of September at around the same wind speed. So, what happened? Wayne caused a staggering almost 500 deaths, most of these from landslides, tragically, and an estimated $400 million in damage as well. In fact, just in Taiwan alone, 12,000 homes collapsed, again, mostly due to some sort of landslide, mudslide, what have you. Hong Kong would report 295 millimeters of rain, that is 5 millimeters short of an entire foot of rain. That is insane. And Clark Air Force Base recorded a staggering 523.5 millimeters of rain. That is closer to 2 feet than I would like. That's a lot of rain, and that is not a lot of rain that I want to have. I don't want my dogs to drown. They're not 2 feet tall. So, what this track essentially allowed Wayne to become the longest-lived tropical system in the entirety of the West Pacific Basin. And in fact, this record still stands to this day. Hurricane John is, if I'm not mistaken, one of the longest lived ever. It is the most farthest distance traveled, though, too. That's 1994. I'll get to that, though. And what is it? Cyclone Freddy of 2023 also was an absolute demon in how long it lived. That gremlin just would not die. But what made this thing so interesting is not that its name wasn't retired, but that's kind of weird in its own right. It's the fact that it never left the influence of the broader monsoon low pressure. Normally, with just the generation of tropical systems, usually happens, especially close to land in the West Pacific in Southeast Asia, with the help of the broader monsoon low interacting with something, cold fronts doing something, what have you. And after they form, usually they leave the monsoon low pressure and they do their own thing, usually degrade pretty quickly upon getting onto land. However, this was the exact opposite case of Wayne, where it just stayed under the influence of the monsoon low. Essentially, where Wayne went is almost where the broader monsoon low was shifting, aside from when it finally landfell, which is pretty crazy, actually. That kind of thing is something that you never really see. As far as I know, you never see it in the Atlantic. So that's the most interesting part about Wayne, in my opinion. And I hope that I've showed you just how interesting Typhoon Wayne really was. With that being said, that is all that I have for Wayne. I'll have the source for the photographs or for the tracks of Wayne in the description, as I have all of my sources. Granted, it's just one this time. I'm sorry. In the description again. I thank you all for watching this video, and I hope that you learned something, because I certainly did. Now, I'll see you all in the next one.